We are live. Is this thing on? Welcome, guys. We are going to be talking today about writing copy and creative. Okay, this is a really cool topic because you don't necessarily need to be using copy for ads. You could use copy for a lot of different, even just a post that you're writing and you want to engage uh, people into viewing or commenting or liking or whatever it may be. So we're going to be talking about how to write good copy, what creative you should use along with that copy, and then I'm going to be kind of formulating it for what would be a Facebook post or a Facebook ad in particular, because I think a lot of gym owners that are watching this right now are primarily writing copy and using creative to run Facebook ads, right? So this is going to be a very broad view on writing copy. We're not going to get too deep into it. At least I wouldn't consider it being too deep into it, but we'll definitely set you on the right path. And if you follow these guidelines, in fact, we're going to be writing some copy together. And if you follow these guidelines, I think you will be successful. Absolutely. Right. Versus just randomly writing down your message on a post and putting a picture along with it. And people are like, man, how come it's not working? There is a science behind how you structure a post and what is effective and what works and what doesn't. So that's what we're going to be going through today. I am not going to make it too long, guys. I'm going to try to keep these a little bit shorter so you have time to watch these on your lunch break or whatever it may be. But let's dig right into writing copy. Now, let me just preface by saying, if you don't know what copy is the words that people are reading on your post or your advertisement that get them to take action. Creative is the video, the image, all of that stuff. But we're talking about the actual words that you're writing, the paragraphs. Okay, so I broke this up into a couple different topics like headlines and body and stuff like that. So follow along with me on the board, and we are going to be writing a piece of copy together for someone looking to lose weight, right? An offer that probably a lot of us run at our gyms, and then why things are done a certain way, right? And what makes that effective and what you want to avoid doing. Okay, so how's this right here? Good. Okay, so the first thing that most copy, let's say for an advertisement, is going to include is a headline. Okay, now if you're not running an advertisement and you're just making a post on your page that you want to get across to somebody, you probably don't need a headline, right? But because it's an advertisement, we do want to write a headline, and typically that is going to be a lead anchor. So let's write that here. Headline. And that would be a lead anchor. Whoops. Okay, so as you can see on this side of the board, we are going to write down what you need to write, and then on the right-hand side, being your left, I think, we are going to write down what our example is. So that way, by the time we're done with this video, we will have a piece of copy that you could use for an ad. Okay, so the top thing is the headline. What in a lead anchor? What's a lead anchor? A lead anchor, lead magnet, right? Whatever you want to call it. That draws attention, and it is going to be like a free 50-inch TV, right? That might be a lead anchor for Best Buy, right? And then you read about the details on how you can actually get that TV, and then you decide if you want to go do that or not. Ours might be a transformation program trial or free transformation program trial, however you want to write it. So I'm going to write down my headline as a transformation program, and I like to use all caps for headlines. Trial. Okay, so we have our headline on the left-hand side, and then what our actual copy would say, transformation program trial. So that is the first part of your ad. You want to write down something that is going to draw their attention, because remember, they're not reading all of it at first. Okay, they can only see a little teeny bit of it, right? So what is the most important thing that you're trying to get them to take advantage of from the ad? And that is going to be what is on your headline. The transformation program trial, I like to have it being a lead magnet or a lead anchor, something that they can get. Okay, so the next part of your copy is going to be what's called the micro copy, what is above the fold. So if you ever look at an ad that's running on your newsfeed, you might see those little three dots, and then it says see more. Okay, so you only have a certain amount of characters before you hit that see more. So you got to make that engaging, otherwise no one's going to click see more because they don't really care. Okay, so how do we make that engaging? That is going to be what we consider the micro copy. Okay, so over here we're going to write micro copy. Okay, so you have your headline, then you have a space. Put a space in there for aesthetics. Okay, then you have your micro copy. Now, what is typically the micro copy? What should it say? I like to have it be a question. Okay, so it could be like, have you ever felt like, you know, you couldn't, whatever you did, you couldn't lose weight? I felt like that too until I tried ... Don't they want to see more? Right? Isn't that something that would really really pique their interest? Right? So that's something that I might write. Or if it's not a question, maybe you're telling a story. How I went from, you know, being a broke gym owner to being able to do whatever I wanted with my time, right? And it was only these 3 simple steps, ... Don't you think they're going to want to find out what that is? So that's your goal. 2 sentences, right? 1 sentence is even better, because then you know for a fact it's going to end up in above the fold. It's very hard to be able to identify what gets put above the fold, above the see more, and what doesn't, because Facebook will change that based on the device. So whether it's your laptop or your phone or a widescreen phone or a small screen phone, right? It all changes depending on what device they're viewing your ad on, right? How many characters they allow in there. So I always like to try to keep it to 1 sentence that will ensure that you have that structure. You want them to click on see more. That's the goal. You want them to click on see more so they can read the body of it. So the micro copy could be a question, or it could be how I ... Okay, that's great for the micro copy. Here in our program, I could say how I went from 40 pounds overweight to 10% body fat Okay, how I went from 40 pounds overweight to 10% body fat eating what I want, right? So that could be great micro copy, and then it says ... see more. Okay. I would usually use I like to use a question a little bit more. So you could easily change that to say like, want to know the secret behind, you know, being 40 pounds overweight to being 10% body fat, eating whatever you want, right? So play with it, right? And that's the cool thing about micro copy is you can duplicate your ad and then just change out the micro copy. Just change out the micro copy and see which one gets more clicks, right? Which copy piques more interest. You can write this micro copy different, leave everything else the same, but just change that micro copy. and see how many people click. It depends on how captivating that question is or how captivating that process is that someone wants to learn how you did. Okay, so that's the micro copy, how I went from 40 pounds overweight to 10% body fat, eating what I want. Okay, does somebody want to click and see how you did that? That's why you're writing the copy, right? Questions usually work well too. All right, so now we are going to go into the body. Or the actual copy. Okay, so the body of it. Okay, so what do we want to cover in the body of it? Okay, the goal here to what you want to cover in the actual copy is you want to articulate the pain that your potential clients are going through right now. Okay, listen, the more clearly you can articulate the exact pain that your potential customers are going through at this moment, the more that they will assume you have the solution to it. If you can explain exactly what they're feeling, they're going to assume that you know how to fix that feeling, right? And that's what you want to write in your copy. Okay, that's the first part of what you want to write in your copy. So, right here, part one, articulate the pain. Over here, start with a question. Have you ever felt like ... Now I might use an emoji. You never have energy no matter what you do. Another question. There's just not enough time to work out. Eating clean doesn't work for my lifestyle. Okay, right, so you get the point. And however many you want to add there, that's up to you. Okay, but you are then going to be, let me move this so you get a better view. All right, so you can see, basically it says, have you ever felt like you never have energy no matter what you do? There's just not enough time to work out. Eating clean doesn't work for my lifestyle, right? So you're putting these questions in here where they're like, yeah, man, that's like freaking exactly how I feel. Right now, you know your own clients. That's why I'm being very, like I said, I'm being very broad. If I was writing this for my gym, I might dig a little bit deeper into how like women that want to lose weight specifically feel. Here, I'm just being very general. But that is great for the first part, which is articulating their pain. Now, the next piece of copy is you want to explain what they need to do and why they needed to do it to get rid of that pain. Now, we're not saying how, we're just saying what they need to do and why they need to do it, okay? So let's write that down in step 2. What they need to do / why they need to do it. Okay, so when we write that down and we transfer that over to our actual copy that we're writing here, you can write something like, I will let you in on my secret. Okay, I'll let you in on my secret. The key is transformation. Here, let's write the key to transform for life is to ... Now we're going to use some more emojis. I will let you in on my secret. The key to transform for life is to emoji, eat what you want when you want to. Okay? Make working out fun. Let's say we said no time to work out. So let's say make working out fun and fast. Eat what you want, make working out fun. What do we say here? Not enough time, energy, eating clean doesn't work. Okay, so the last thing will be surrounding yourself with people and systems for success. Okay, cool. So, transformation program trial. How I went from 40 pounds overweight to 10% body fat, eating what I want. Then you have to see more. They click see more. Have you ever felt like you never have enough energy no matter what you do? There's just not enough time to work out. Eating clean doesn't work for my lifestyle. Then we have a space, right? I forgot to put that here. So you have a space here in between the micro copy. And then we have another space here between the body. Don't forget these spaces. There's space between the body. Then we have another space here. That way it's not all like, it doesn't feel like one giant freaking thing broke up. Easy to read, right? Another space here. Then we have another space below what they need to do and why they need to do it. Okay? Eating what you want when you want. This is what they need to do, right? This is the what, these check marks, and this up here is the why they need to do it, to have it, to transform for life, okay? Now, what's the how? Well, that's you, right? That's you. That's what you're offering. You are the how to do it, okay? And so that's the third part, is that the actual call to action, right? Is you've told them exactly what they need to do and why they need to do it to fix that pain. Thank you. Well, how do I do it? Funny that you asked. I will explain that to you. So that is the last part, is you can deliver the how in the most effective way possible, okay? Now, remember, this is being written for high ticket clients. This is being written for people, your ideal customer, that you would love to train over the next 3 years. You'd love to train them for the next 12 months. You'd love your high ticket client that is exactly who you want at your gym. You should probably not say that you are the cheapest way to do it, right? That you are the fastest way to do it, that you are the easiest way to do it. These all attract the wrong kind of people, right? You'll be looking for, you'll be, you know who's going to be walking into your gym? People that are attracted to the easiest way to do something, the fastest way to do something, the cheapest way to do something, right? Lose 30 pounds in 21 days while sitting on your couch. You know how many people would come in? You can't write that because Facebook wouldn't let you, but people would love that shit. It's not possible. And you're going to end up with a lot of clients that are dissatisfied with your inability to deliver that because you can't. And it's your fault for writing copy that isn't your ideal customer, right? So what you want to do here is you want to articulate who you are and how you help people do this, right? So you might say at the bottom, I got some space. You could say, this is exactly what we do at, I'm just going to write Body by Design. And we are so confident we can help you transform. We are so confident we can help you transform that the first week of your program is absolutely free. Exactly what we do. I like that. At the bottom, we'll write, click the link to learn more. Click the link to learn more. And if we don't blow you away, you never risk a dime. Okay? Then you have an emoji and your link. www. Blah, 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 .com. There you go. Okay. Beautiful. Okay, so over here, we have the space. And then the third part is the how. How they can get the solution to their pain. So you can see that I usually write copy based on pain, right? So people, they always make a decision based on one of two things. Any decision, right? Gravitating towards pleasure, okay? So like, how would it feel to have $1 million in your bank account, tomorrow? That's pleasure, right? And people will take action based on pleasure. The alternative is pain, avoidance of pain. They'll make a decision to avoid pain. How would it feel to never feel embarrassed to put on whatever clothes you want, right? Wow, that would be great, avoiding that pain. I argue, and I think that people make decisions much more decisively and much quicker and much stronger to avoid pain than to seek and gain pleasure. Okay, so I write a lot of copy for that reason. And this bottom part is showing them how they can avoid that pain that we articulated, that we know they're feeling right above, okay? And it says, this is exactly what we do at Body by Design. And we are so confident we can help you transform that the first week of your program is absolutely free. Click the link to learn more. And if we don't blow you away, you never risk a dime. Okay, so like risk reversal at the bottom there. Then we have the link and it ties back into the transformation program trial. That's what we're offering. What do we do in that? Well, we do these things here, right? And why do we do it? Because of these things right here. Now that's a very good piece of copy. Okay, feel free to use it. Just made it up right now, but I'm sure it'll convert. Now, that's the first part of this, right? Now you have the copy, and of course you can change out the micro copy and write whatever you want, but follow this structure, okay? And at the bottom, let's put the last step, okay? Copy, copy, copy. And then the last step is your call to action. Call to action. Oops. And that is your, click the link, www.com. Okay, always put that call to action in there. Don't forget to put your call to action in because yes, there's a little learn more button. Some people don't click it. So put that call to action in, okay? This is how you can write copy effectively. Now, let's talk about the creative. The creative is going to be the image, the video, whatever it may be. Here's some stuff that works really well. First of all, try to find images or videos that are real footage, right? Real footage of what you're offering. So maybe people working out at your gym, people eating clean, whatever it may be, real raw footage that you recorded. The second piece of a creative would be like you talking about your offer. So you could be articulating the same thing, but just like we're talking now, be like, hey man, I'm Joey from Body by Design, and let me just quick 30 seconds, let me explain how I was able to transform my life from being 40 pounds overweight to being 10% body fat, eating whatever I want, okay? The step one, or do you know what I mean? And then you start talking about it. You get their attention by talking. And if you're gonna do that, try to keep it to less than 30 seconds. Otherwise, you're gonna lose their attention. With any video on ads, try to keep it to less than 60 seconds. You're gonna lose their attention, okay? If you're gonna use images of what the most common part of your program is, or that is clearly they can clearly identify that you are a gym or whatever it may be. Now here is some don't do's. Okay, number one, do not use images or videos that is not you, or not really demonstrating what you do. Like as an example, and I'm victim of this as well. But like, let's say you're trying to sign somebody up for a massive transfer, or a high ticket transformation program, but you have a video running that you found somewhere online that has like 50 people in a park doing jumping jacks. Like that's not like. Here's what I learned about doing that. You can absolutely get a lot of clicks, a lot of people apply. And they come to your gym and they're not going to sign up. Now they'll tell you a whole bunch of different reasons, guys. Right? They're gonna find, people are experts at finding excuses not to do shit. But the real reason is that it's not what they thought it was going to be. Right? What you said and what you showed them and what they experienced when they came in is not the same thing. Right? Think about it honestly. They took the time to look at your ad on Facebook. They clicked on it. They filled out some kind of information, right? They scheduled an appointment. They replied to your messages about the appointment. They drove across, they got in their car, they drove across town, they got out of their car, they came in, they sat down and talked with you. Like literally, they want to do your shit. You just have to not fuck it up. And one way to easily fuck it up is to not be transparent about what you're doing here. Right? And they're going to walk in and make that first impression. They're like, dude, this is not at all what I thought the ad was. Same thing with like using food images and that kind of stuff. Like, will it get you cheaper cost per result? Yes, because it's attractive, because people think it's easy to do and they can just change what they eat, or it's bright colors or whatever. Like, you will get more people to opt in. What you'll find is that you're pushing your problem down the pipeline. The problem that you have of you want more members, right? You're pushing it down the pipeline and saying, well, it's not the ads, right? Because there's a lot of people that are applying for my program. They're doing my thing, right? They must love it. They must love the ads. Sure, they do. The problem is that that's not what your program is. Do you get what I'm saying? So you're passing your problem from ads to that sales meeting when they walk in and they're like, dude, I thought I was getting a free 21-day, like I just, like I thought I was going to be out in the park, or I thought this was a cooking class. Like I thought this was, and then it's, or maybe they don't even make it that far. If you have a ton of no-shows, right? They might click on it and get your first thing with your email and your whatever. And they visit your website and they're like, this is a fucking gym. I thought I was doing a cooking class. I didn't know this was a gym. I'm not going to that thing. I'm not trying to work out. It showed me all this stuff. And I wanted to get all this stuff, and I saw the food picture, and I didn't really read that much. I guess I don't know. I thought it was a meal plan company. I thought they were just going to let me select meals and then ship it to my house. Like I'm not going to I'm not trying to go to a gym, sweat, shit. Right. And so that's kind of the thing is like, um, you own every part of your business. Don't push your problems further down the pipeline, right? Start at the top of the funnel with attracting the kind of clients that you want. And then understand it might cost you a little bit more to get high quality leads, okay? But they're actually going to sign up. They're actually going to be worth your time. And it doesn't take that emotional toll on you as an entrepreneur to get no-showed, to have people cancel or reschedule, to meet with somebody and then have them tell you no thank you. Like, what do you think that does to your ego and to your confidence when, you know, 7 out of 10 people that you meet with tell you no, right? Does that deflate you a little bit? Doesn't that make you feel like shit? Maybe I'm not as good as I thought I was. Fuck yeah, you are. You're probably better than you think you are, right? You're just in front of the wrong people, and you put them there by doing some clickbait or whatever, right? So I promise you, if you write copy like this, very transparent, right? I maybe use the word free once, right here, and I say the first week is free. That way, if we don't blow you away, you never risk a dime. Now, I didn't say the whole program is free. Shit, no, it's not, because it's not. Is the first week free? Yes. Now, guys, this is my offer, right? This is how I run things and how we do it at FitBiz. You can do it with whatever your offer is. That's not that important, right? The point I'm trying to make is be transparent, right? And don't advertise something that's different than what you're actually going to be fulfilling, because you're just pushing your problems further down the pipeline, and it's going to be really hard to close these people on long-term high ticket programs. Now, if you're selling a cheap something, a fast something, a simple something, then by all means advertise that, right? But I just don't believe in that in the brick and mortar game, right? I don't believe in those are the kind of clients that are going to give you the business that you finally love again, right? And I'm all about helping people build a business that they just love, right? And they love every part of it, right? And so I would much rather sit down with, 5 people per week and 4 of them tell me yes, than sit down with 20 people per week and 4 of them tell me yes, right? Think about it. Time, energy, mindset. And so this is what I would do. I would use copy and creative particularly that reflects exactly what you're doing at your gym. Your funnel that it goes to should reflect exactly what's going to be happening when they walk in. So if they do say no, it's not because it's something different than they thought they were getting themselves into. It might just be a different reason, right? So anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I think I had a couple other things to avoid. Low quality leads have a hard time converting to a high ticket offer. We talked about that. Things to avoid on Facebook. Words like you, men, women, body parts. Can't say any of that stuff. You can't assume anybody's identity. You can't identify them as somebody particular, men, women, you. You can't focus on body parts. So like, do you want to tone your stomach? Or you can't do that. It'll deny it. You can't write like apply for my program or apply now. They might think it's a employment ad, and so you have to advertise in a special category for that, or an extreme focus on weight loss. So the point is, if you're running ads on Facebook and they deny it, if Facebook says no, you have the option to rewrite it, or you have the option to put it in review. I would always recommend rewriting it. The more times you get denied and then put it in review, even if they reverse it, that's still a strike against your account, right? And I've gotten plenty of accounts shut down before by doing that, right? So now what I do is I just rewrite it and say, I don't fucking know why Facebook does not like this copy. To me, I covered all of their guidelines, but that doesn't matter, right? Rewrite it in a completely different way and see if they'll let it go through, right? You can click review and yeah, like I said, have it be overturned, but you get that strike against you, and the last thing you want is an ad cut shut down. So anyways, try to make this quicker. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it on how to write copy and creative and get the right kind of leads in front of you. Even if it costs a little bit more, I guarantee you'll love your business a lot more. You'll convert way more and still have a massive ROI on it. So like always, guys, if you want us to do this for you, right? If you want us to help you through this thing, that's what we do at FitBiz, right? I like to teach you how to do it yourself, which is what this is. You want us to take all that heavy lifting away from you. That's what we do. So enjoy, you guys. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next Monday when we are live.